Thanks for joining us for another Kickstarter conniption. Today we're going to be playing the game Drop Drive from Phase Ship Games.
And as always, we want to make sure you're aware that our Kickstarter overview videos are sponsored in part by our own Kickstarter backers, as well as by the creators of this game. Hey gang, thanks for joining us at Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Zander Meadows, and today we're going to be playing the game Drop Drive to 1 to 4 players.
Right, it's from designer Scott Smith. There's art from Gong Studios. We were given this prototype version to check out. Now we're not going to be sharing any opinions or critique on the game. We just want to give you a feel for how to play the game and how to set it up. So let's jump in.
To set up the game, you build out your galaxy by placing the star in the center and dropping the rest of your components into place.
Each player will receive a ship front and back, a captain's card, rocket ship marker and matching colored die, a fuel token, and then 3 explorer cards. They will get to keep 2.
Then put out the planet tiles with matching alien ships.
And put out the number of demand tokens for your player count, and then you're ready to begin.
On each player's first turn, they will drop into orbit.
Your ship will determine from how high you must drop in. It will also provide specs on how far you can rocket, the number of explorer cards you can view, and how strong your ship will be going into battle.
Players will attempt to travel around and pick up goods in order to fill their available cargo slots.
Then they will want to land on the planet whose market is paying the best for their load. When a player sells the asteroids they have collected, they will receive payment based on the farthest left uncovered price, and then they will add a demand token to cover it. So here, Zander would earn 15 credits for selling his 3 blue asteroids.
Players can explore a number of cards and add one of them to their ship.
Either a passenger, ship upgrade, or specimen. Every time players visit a planet, they will also activate the pirates. Pirates drop into space and then collect asteroids for themselves.
If players run into a pirate in space, then they can roll an attack, and potentially they can take their loot.
If players run into each other, they will resolve their interactions using their captain's cards. They will secretly select either a peaceful or hostile encounter, and then resolve based on the card's text.
Players will continue to take turns, traveling, visiting planets, and selling their goods, until all the demand tokens are spent.
Then they will finish the round, and the players who have earned the most credits wins. Drop Drive is a pick up and deliver game where you'll be building your own galaxy out by dropping a bunch of pieces onto the table. It comes from the creators of the game Dungeon Drop, which was a game on Kickstarter a few years back. Similar drop mechanic where you're building out a dungeon. In this one, we're building out an entire galaxy, and we've got a lot of fun little components that we're dropping out onto the table.
Those little colored glass pieces are asteroids, and there's what are those metal things called?
The metal ones are called salvage pieces. There's also the dice. What are they?
They're like different colored planets and stuff, where the aliens are and stuff. It's very fun.
Yeah, so you drop the dice onto the table. Each of the large 6-sided D6 shaped pieces are going to represent the same colored planets on the side. So when you land on the blue planet, you'll look at the blue card to find out what you can trade in your resources for. You'll have those asteroids that he mentioned. Salvage pieces will give you the opportunity to draw additional cards and keep them. All that's going to also be based on your ship, which every time you go to a planet, you'll have the opportunity to upgrade that ship, potentially giving yourself more cargo space, giving you specimens, which will be kind of a set collection, or other types of scoring at the end, or they'll give you those passengers, and the passengers will tell you which planet they need to be dropped off at in order to gain the reward at the bottom of those cards. Moving in the game is a lot of fun. Tell us how you move your ship around.
So there's like these little chain pieces, and there's a chain right there, and then you put your ship, and then you move your ship to the other side, and you can like get a bunch of asteroids, glass pieces, and then you can land on a planet, and then you can drop them all off, which that's what I did because it was a very good idea.
Yes, so your ship cards will determine how many of those links you put together and how far you can travel in the game. You will be picking up and delivering, and every time you do, you'll put a marker on that card to notify that you've collected the best price, potentially whatever the farthest left price is for that. Once those pieces disappear, or once all of the demand tokens are onto the cards, that will trigger the end of the game. The other things that you can do in the game are you can attack the aliens, pirates, or you can attack each other. Tell us how that works.
Okay, so basically if you attack each other, there's going to be your battle card.
Right, your ship card.
Your captain card. And then you're going to have, basically, you're going to roll a dice, and whoever has the highest score wins the fight.
Right, so that's against the pirates. You'll have a bonus on your ship for an additional, and you'll roll, another player will roll for the aliens. If you roll higher, you'll win whatever alien loot that alien has managed to pick up. If you battle against each other, you have your captain's cards. You'll place those out on the table secretly with one side up. You'll reveal. You could definitely negotiate and talk back and forth about what you're going to play. And then if you both play peaceful, you'll get rewards. If one plays hostile and one plays peaceful, different results will happen. It's dependent on the combination of those cards. And then after a number of cards, once all the demands are taken, your ship is built out, you have all that stuff, you'll do your final scoring. Whoever has the most credits, which has been this guy every time we've played recently, will win the game. Tell us a little bit about your strategy. How do you win so much?
So basically, all I try to do is at the beginning of the game, I get like 3 asteroids, and then see the one who has the best color, and then I go to that place immediately. So then I get all the points, and no one else has time to get points. So then I can just immediately drop all my stuff off, and then the game ends. Because if you get, say, because there's like the rows of the points you get, and the one row gets fully like complete, the game ends. So I always try to get super fast, and then no one else can get points.
Yeah, you do have, the ships are pretty well balanced between the front and back. There's also a variant where you can draft those cards instead of just being dealt them. They will determine how much cargo space you have, how far you can get, picking up those fuel tokens to be able to recharge your drop drive and be able to drop into the game is another effective strategy. A lot of it depends on where those pieces land at. The game plays in about 30 minutes, depending on your player count, so it's a pretty quick one, but it is pretty neat how strategic you can get in your path and where you're going to sell and what aliens you decide to attack on your way. Lots of fun stuff going on. If Drop Drive looks like something you'd be interested in, check it out on Kickstarter right now. And then, as always, thanks so much for tuning in, liking, following our videos here, and subscribing at Tantrum House.
I just said random words the whole time, but it worked.
You nailed it. You were explaining stuff really good. Thanks very much.
Okay, Auntie, can we play it? Like,
can we play it?
On Lincoln?
We can. Just act like you're talking to that circle over there.
Zander Meadows, and today we're going to be playing the game Drop Drive. And today we're going to be playing one of the cards to their ship.
Good.
Perfect.
You got it.
Cool.
Good job.
Wait,
All right.
can they see the computer?
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to show a bunch of B-roll.